folks, welcome back. We're doing Eddie by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and this was requested by the lovely patron, Mr. Robert O'Rourke. If you don't know what patron is, go check it out in the link below. Helps keep this thing going. So thanks again for your support, Robert. Quick run through of tuning, standard tuning. I'm using a couple of pedals. I'm using the Soundlad Liverpool clean machine just to boost my amp. My clean tone's this. Neck pickup note, but with the clean machine. Teeny bit of grip, but it just helps shape it and push the amp a little bit. I'm also using the Walrus Audio Fundamental Reverb. Really, really low mix and everything else in the middle. Just adds a little niceness, doesn't it? Now, I haven't done this solo yet, so I'll be doing that in a separate lesson. Just haven't had a chance to sort it out, but it's coming. So there's 2 solo parts. I'm going to do both of those. But for now, let's sort the rhythm side of things out, shall we? We're going to start on the 10th fret on the D string. 2 bars of 8th notes. Next riff is actually the chorus riff. And there's some fills that go along. I'll point out the most important ones. But essentially, we have this repeating pattern. It comes in on the 2nd beat. So 3, 4, 1. So you've got that going on, okay? It's a half step bend, pre-bent, and then you release it, okay, to the 12th fret. And it's just quarter notes. Those are just all on the beat, okay? 3, 4, 1. And then a little slide from 12th to 4th. If you wanted to, you could just do... You can play that if you want. I do that a bit later on just because the fingering makes more sense. But either's fine. I like this one though because it gives you a bit more control over the bend. Okay, so you're going to repeat that around a lot and then it branches off. So let's go through the first time. Second time then we have... Pretty straightforward. First bit's the same, but then we have this. Now that shape, okay? But you're just playing 10, 9, 10, 9, 2 beats each. Third time then. Worth pointing that out. So again, first part's the same, but we have... So that's the 4th beat of the bar. So when we go here on the 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got a pull off. So you could use your little finger or your 3rd finger. Whichever you fancy. Then we have this. A minor triad basically. But you're going to play. And then that little hammer on. Then we're into the verse. Pretty straightforward. We're basically going from this to this. Few fills along the way, but essentially you're going to be playing this. And around, okay, with some fills. So we have... So you're going to play 2 down and then 5 up. And then you end with that. And then we're going to move it down here and we're going to use our 1st and 2nd fingers. Straightforward, right? That, in essence, repeats with some little fills. Second time then we have... Pretty straightforward. Here we just have... tagged on, right, for the last 2 beats. So it's 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, and then we have seven and 8 there. Okay, back up again. Exactly the same as the first time, and then when we move down to the 10th fret, we have this. Pretty straightforward. So that's down, up, up, down, up. And then the last time we have that's it, right? So that one's the same as the second time. Then we go pretty straightforward, and then 7th fret. You could play it there if you want, 9th fret on the D. But I think he plays it on that A string there. That's it for the verse, okay? Then the chorus comes in again. But the only real note there is towards the end, you play... That's the only difference. So you're just going to play... 2 3 4. That's it, right? The verse again. All that stuff again. But right before the next chorus, there is a cool fill actually. So it goes. You got that, which is wicked. Same phrase repeated twice. You're going to do a grace note slide, 12 to 14. Grace note slide back down, 14 to 12. With your third finger, right? Like that, okay? So again, slowly. I mean, you may want to play it with your second finger. And you've got your third finger straight away. And then you go to your second finger for the... subtle difference. 1 2. So 1 2 1 2 3. Okay. Then we're into the middle eight. Got some really nice chords, and he plays 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 like that. Okay, so we have all of these have an open top E. Okay, so it's... You could play the full D thing if you wanted, but I'm just going to go with the top parts of the chords. 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Then we go. I've flattened my first finger here, and then use my third finger. But I'm arching it so I can get the that E to sound out. Because that dissonance. It's really cool. Then I flatten my first finger, but I can also flatten my first finger there. I can still arch it enough to get the open E. Here you could either play, but I think it's because when he plays it round again, he goes to this, which is that shape. So I think he's going to be playing the same thing round twice. So I think that's what I hear there. So you do that round once. The second time you're going to play this. go into this little fill. Into that right before the solo. So we have, let's wind back. This is the rhythm. That's basically that rhythm. Use my little finger to go between the two. Note that last note is staccato. Then we go flatten our first finger. Down to the 3rd fret. Okay, that one cuts off early. Then we go to the 10th fret. And then we're into that, right? So that is, it does change at a weird time. So slowly it's, you got that. Basically the bit where I've put those sort of whacks, that's when you're kind of changing between the two chords. And into the solo, right? That's it to speed. So that is it. Then we go to the solo. I'll come back to that. There's a bit more gain in this bit, but I'm going to do it with the tone I've got. So we have 3rd chorus. Right, that's the first time. This bit's exactly the same. That's the same every time. Okay, so there we're going. Just banking it all off the E, okay? Now, this breaks away from the, because you're going to play 3, 4. You got that F note, right? So comes out of this, out the first time. Okay, and then here's the second part. So the second part goes. Note I'm using that 14th fret now. Now this next fill's cool. We've got to stretch a little bit. Got that going on. So it's to speed. Like that, okay? Then I would use my first finger here, actually. So that would be... Because then you're going to play this. Okay, so that thing in context. Cool little fill, isn't it? So that's how you play that. And then we go. And that is it, folks. Straightforward enough, I hope. Stay tuned for the solo. See you soon.